This learning is Le'ili Nishmas Bruria Bas Chananya, Maseches Peah, Perek Zayin, Mishna Vav. In this Mishnah, we will learn two arguments between Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel about Kerem Revai. So by all trees, it's called Neta Revai, and by a vineyard, it's called Kerem Revai. So what this means is, when it comes to a tree or a vineyard, for the first 3 years, the fruits are called Arla, and a person is not allowed to eat those fruits. On the 4th year, by all trees, it's called Neta Revai. By a vineyard, it's called Kerem Revai. And here the halacha with the fruits are similar to the halacha by Meiser Sheni, which is that it has to be brought to Yerushalayim and eaten over there. And if a person is unable to bring all the fruits to Yerushalayim because there's too many fruits, so what they could do is they could either sell the fruits to someone else and take the money, bring it to Yerushalayim, and buy fruits over there and eat them in Yerushalayim, or they could actually sell it to themselves, meaning they could use money instead of the fruits, bring it to Yerushalayim and buy fruits in Yerushalayim with that money, and then eat those fruits in Yerushalayim. So our Mishnah teaches Kerem Revai when it comes to the fruits of the vineyard in the 4th year. So we have an argument. Beis Shammai Eimrim, Beis Shammai say, Ein loy chaimish ve'ein loy bir. So what this is referring to is that by Meiser Sheni, there are two halachas about the Meiser Sheni. One's called chaimish and one's called bir. What they are is, if a person sells the Meiser Sheni to themselves, meaning instead of bringing these fruits to Yerushalayim, they instead bring the money. If a person doesn't sell them but brings their own money, then they have to add a fifth to the value of the fruits. Another halacha by Meiser Sheni is that there's a deadline to bring the Meiser Sheni. So Meiser Sheni is separated from a person's crop on the 1st and 2nd year, as well as in the 4th and 5th year of the Shemitah cycle. Now there's a halacha that by the 4th and 7th year, by Erev Pesach of the 4th and 7th year, a person has to make sure to have given all of the trumas and maasros that they were obligated in, including Meiser Sheni. So Beis Shammai says that although there are similarities between Kerem Revai and Meiser Sheni in that they have to be eaten in Yerushalayim, but they're not similar in this regard, because by Meiser Sheni, a person has to add the chaimish, and there is the deadline by Erev Pesach of the 4th and 7th year. But by Kerem Revai, we don't have this. A person, if they redeem it, if they use their money to buy the fruits in Yerushalayim, does not have to add a chaimish, and there's no deadline. And Beis Hillel Eimer, Beis Hillel say, Yeshlei, it does have the same features. A person has to add a chaimish, and it has the deadline. Another argument is, Beis Shammai Eimer, Beis Shammai say, Yeshlei peret v'yeshlei oilolois. The fruits of Kerem Revai that are eaten in Yerushalayim, a person has to give from them the gifts of peret and the gifts of oilolois. Va'aniyim paidim la'atzman, and the poor who receive it, they have to treat it like Kerem Revai, and they have to either eat it in Yerushalayim or redeem it, and then use that money to buy fruits and eat them in Yerushalayim. Beis Hillel Eimer and Beis Hillel say, Kuloi lagas. The whole thing goes to the person. The gas is the wine press. A person can take the entirety of their vineyard and use it in their wine press because it belongs to them. So Beis Shammai, they view the Kerem Revai as belonging to the owner, and so the owner, has to give the gifts from it, and Beis Hillel view it as belonging to Hektish, because it has to be eaten in Yerushalayim. And so just like all of Hektish, that's not chayiv in the gifts to the poor, so too, of the Kerem Revai, a person is not chayiv to give from it gifts to the poor.